First question, what attracted you to the league? What do you like about the league?
Well, I mean, I'm obviously a huge sports fan. I've been a football fan my entire life. Grew up in Pittsburgh with the Steelers, so it obviously gets into your blood. But as much as I'm a football fan, I'm a bigger fan of turning industries upside down. And the idea of coming into the business of football and taking on the NFL, that's about as exciting to me as you can get. I'm a huge fan of the sport of business, where you go out there and athletes compete on the court or on the field. I love to compete in the business world, and what Michael and the UFL and Bill Hambrick and Tim Armstrong have all helped put together, that I really got excited about it. And so you put it all together, and it was a great attraction for me to get involved.
What are the important steps to building a successful league?
What's it take for the UFL to be successful? You got to have a great product, which we unquestionably have. You got to make the games fun to watch and fun to go to. You don't remember your first touchdown, your first home run. You remember who you went with and the experience you had. So UFL games will be fun. And the third part is we got to put butts in the seats. And I got to tell you, the business side, the UFL is kicking ass. We're selling tickets, selling sponsorships. We're going to be successful. We're going to surprise a lot of people. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Great. What are a couple quick positives from the first year in the league that you take?
I'll tell you, the first year was amazing. Great football, great championship. The quality on the field was amazing. The response from field. The first year was a great learning experience. The first year really showed us a lot. It was fun. The games are great. But I think one of the things that really came out and stood out to me was the connection we were able to create between the fans and the players. That's something you don't get with the NFL. And that's something that we're going to use to separate the UFL from the NFL. And it really will pay off in the long term.
Why did you and HDNet decide to expand your role in the UFL?
I own a company, HDNet. We're going to be obviously the UFL broadcast partner. And for all the reasons I mentioned, the game is fun, it's exciting, the talent level is off the charts, and we wanted to be part of it. We think this is just the beginning, and the best of the UFL is yet to come.
How do you rate the overall product just off the first year?
I think our quality and our talent is pretty much hand in hand with anything that you're going to get from the NFL. And it may surprise people, but it's the absolute truth.
How do you define success in year two for the UFL?
Success is going to be simply defined, and that's butts in the seats. I think you're going to see great crowds, fun crowds, exciting games, and that's how I define success.
What exactly is HDNet's role for season two? What will you guys be doing?
HDNet's going to be broadcasting a full schedule of UFL games. We're going to be broadcasting in the highest quality, high definition, and we're going to be broadcasting it nationwide. And our goal is the same as the UFL, to grow the product, to grow viewership, to grow the fan base, and really succeed side by side with the UFL.
What place on the sports landscape do you see the UFL carving out over the next few years? Now, we all see you, and you're obviously a fan as well. Most owners in all sports, is it a mix? Do a lot of owners buy in because they're fans and they want to be involved, or is it all about the dollar?
Every owner has their own reasons for getting involved. There's owners who have inherited their sports teams. There's owners who have dreamed of owning teams and worked their butts off to get there. There's owners like myself who have always been fans and bought teams to continue to be a fan and get even more involved. Every guy or woman has got their own reason, and you just got to ask them. I gave up trying to figure out other owners a long time ago.
And what about for you?
For me, it's about fun. I'm the luckiest SOB in the world, and I just don't want to look back and think, boy, it would have been fun to own a sports team. Boy, it would have been fun to take on the NFL. Boy, it would have been fun to be on Dancing with the Stars. I love all kinds of challenges, and for me, when I bought the Mavericks, it was just a unique opportunity just to try something different and be a bigger fan than I was. And the UFL is the same type of thing. I love challenges, and I think this is not even going to be one of the biggest challenges I undertake. I think it's really going to work.
Coming from the NBA, what does your commitment to a small league like the UFL mean for them?
Coming from the NBA, I don't know necessarily that particularly means a lot to the UFL, but I think my experience with the Mavs will pay off a lot of benefits for the UFL. When I bought the Mavericks in 2000, the only award the Mavs had won was being voted the worst professional sports franchise of the 90s. I mean, there were 6, 7, 1,000 people sometimes in the stands, and I had to come in and basically turn it around from nothing and learn how to sell tickets, learn how to sell sponsorships, learn how to get fans excited and involved, learn how to connect to the community. And I think all those experiences will really pay off handily for the UFL.
Which Mavs player would make the best UFL player?
You know what? There ain't no football players on the Mavericks, and that's not a bad thing. To every football fan out there, come to a UFL game. You'll have a blast. The football will be great. It's affordable. I guarantee you, you're going to love every minute of it. So check out your local UFL team. I promise it'll be a great time.